here. I have not seen this matchup a ton, but I know Aganos players are always saying it's tough to deal with Wrecking Ball. We did make that a little better in like 3.1, I think. We made the hitbox bigger on anti-air flick.
Yeah.
And we lowered the block stun on Wrecking Ball so that it would be a little easier to deal with, specifically for Aganos, because it was pretty tough.
Ooh.
We'll see what Mr. J can
just
do.
whip that. Oh, he's still going for it.
Yeah, but he lost a chunk there.
There you go.
And of course,
oh, he didn't throw him in the corner. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird that he didn't throw him in the corner. Standing hard kick into throw. Interesting. Oh my goodness, great whip punish.
Whip punishes. You don't see this too often.
No, definitely not
Good
in other
reversal.
games. Oh, that was great. I've been asking Rash players to use more boot as anti-air because it covers ranges Crouch Fierce doesn't. It's great to see those reactions on Randy Marsh.
It's got a great hitbox too.
Yeah, it does. Mr. J is not looking so hot right now. Coming off a big win against Zero McCry, but Randy Marsh.
There we go. Gotta get one, and he could send him right through the wall.
He could.
He's gonna do that. Get a little more damage.
He does want to do it.
Nice.
Big damage.
Dedicated.
47. Oh my god.
Oh!
That was perfect.
I've never seen that before. That's great.
I have. I get hit with that all the time in the office. Heroic Legacy used to do that to me all the time too.
Oh, who?
Heroic Legacy. He doesn't work with us anymore, but he used to do that to me all the time. Yeah, I never block it, ever. If it's spaced perfectly, I'll never block that.
Those instant overheads, though.
Mr. J is not out of it. He has instinct. He has 2 meters, 1 chunk. I mean, that's enough to get it done.
Nice. Smart stuff.
Maybe we'll get some more chunks right here. No! No. Big break.
It's just a big floating hitbox when he's rolling like that. Ooh. Nice.
What a whiff punish. Too bad there was not a wall there. I do think Mr. J maybe should recognize that armor isn't doing a ton for him in this matchup, and maybe he should put out a few walls.
Okay, block that. Oh, yeah, no, he's not airborne. That's right.
Oh. Converting that into chunks. No, broken again. A little greedy on the heavy.
Oh!
It's close.
Well, that would have chipped him out no matter what, so okay.
He's a little greedy on the heavy linkers that game.
Oh, man, Rash has pink eye. I didn't know that.
Really? It's like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Tongue into no button. Very bold.
He's jamming his heavy kick there. It's got great range, and it'll go right through.
Yeah, I'll ignore that armor. Rash's heavy punches are much shorter range, much more situational buttons.
There you go. Oh, okay, he wants that? Do you think Chunks would have been better, Ender?
No, I think he's comfortable at 2.
Okay.
But I really would like to see him put up a wall. Oh my goodness. You can feel that move.
Confirm that, though.
Yeah, so I'm super glad he put up a wall. This could be really big. Yeah.
That looks so good.
That was 35% for just a couple hits. I do think he should be spending, he should keep at least 1 wall on the stage.
Yeah.
In this matchup, especially, it's so easy to lose your armor. He'll do 1 shadow big bad boot and just like strip all the armor away. It's tough. Mr. J making a great recovery, showing that Rash can be beaten by Aganos. You know, if he can do it 1 round, he can do it 2 rounds. Big juggle into a flip out, reset overhead. Gonna take him to the corner and have a little fun with his instinct now too.
Here we go.
Does a little
I think he wanted to do that.
Sure. Very good. Oh, he missed it.
Oh, he dropped it. But it's projectile invincible. That's why he did it.
Only while he's holding it, though.
Yes.
I think it was smart of Mr. J to save the instinct for this round. Absolutely.
Pop, pop, pop.
Get that stick back.
People don't understand what a great one that. Oh, he's going to get some chunks here.
Yeah, he is. He's going to get 2.
Got to stand there helpless.
He got 1 more club, but it's gone now. Tech removes it.
That looked like the animation of his throw.
Yeah. And this has become a much more cautious match than we usually see from Rash.
Well, he loves his throws, though.
Very good shadow counter. Going to take him right back to the corner. And it's going to be a quick re-chunk. Maybe a wall? Oh, I would have loved to have seen a wall there. Wall behind him. He wants it close. That was
what is going on?
That was brilliant.
Amazing. Oh my god.
Super brilliant. Aganos is one of the better shadow counters in the game because it can recapture. Super great.
That was incredible.
Yeah, that was great.
Now, it is just a tad like a frame slower than Season 2's, right?
Yes.
Okay. To keep in line with everyone else's, right?
Season 2, he had a 7-frame shadow counter, which is by far the fastest in the game.
It could shadow counter jabs at that point, right?
Yeah.
Well, it still can, actually.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Everyone's been moved to 8 frames now, so no matter how bad your shadow counter was in Season 2, it at least comes out at a very speedy 8 frames now. So Aganos is the only one that actually got a little worse. But it's still, I mean...
Well, he gets a recapture, so
yeah, it's
like
fairly noticeable. Good side switch, keep Aganos in the corner.
For you to be in tournament and be able to react to overheads, that is a skill I wish I could acquire after like 6 years of playing these games.
That's why you play dive kick. You don't have to react to overheads.
Exactly. Oh, please do it again. Just keep doing it.
No. Yeah. Oh, he's got manuals off the heavy auto doubles too. He's styling.
I heard some golf claps in the background too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So greedy with the heavy linker, like truly. That is not working out for him. He's flipping the tongue. The tongue is in a hurt box, and he's not getting the juggle. Oh my god.
Every time.
It's the perfect spacing.
Okay, all right, here we go. See a bright future for Aganos. He's going to get those chunks.
Yeah. I'm not sure why Randy Marsh doesn't try and come in and grab him when he does that.
Yeah, he could actually.
He could probably get there. He could probably tongue over and get there.
I think he's just afraid of messing it up and flubbing it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that 2 chunks turn into 35% damage.
Right.
So.
Oh, sneaks to the other side and grabs. So you're expecting when he sneaks under that he's going to go for a low or something.
Every hit by Aganos looks like it hurts.
I know. Aganos is my boy. Got him? No, didn't get him. No meter for shadow counter though, so he has to kind of hold that. Whoa. Oh my goodness. And he, oh god, I thought that comboed for a second. Yeah. Man, Randy Marsh has been great at breaking out of these combos and chunk denial. And that's going to be Ultra.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
That was a really close one.
Now, he can't do Ultra after doing the swinging, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he has to actually get into an opener state or combo state.
If I'm Mr. J, I'm recognizing that, you know, my shadow linkers, my heavy linkers, they're getting broken every time. I'm going to need to switch to a weaker linker or maybe sneak a single manual in and just get my knockdown, get my chunks, whatever I'm going to get, and get back out. Because I think he's managing to win despite all that. But if he could maximize those little openings, I think he could really win.
I think for Rash's side,
Randy Marsh is switching. I think it's a good matchup for Rash. It looks like he might want to switch. Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
One. Well, I can't exactly remember, but...
Okay, he's not switching. He just needed a minute.
Okay. Well, what would you like to see from Rash on this end?
A much more smothery offense. I think a mistake a lot of people make against Aganos is they want to ignore the armor, or they're too scared to hit the armor. But it's like, just hit it. Just get rid of it. Go nuts until it's gone, and then go nuts harder because it's gone.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll throw out a couple lights and stuff just to remove chunks, and if he hits me with a light, he probably didn't cancel it because he's scared of like shadow counters, and all his openers are unsafe. I think people need to take more risks against Aganos.
Mr. J is starting to do preemptive anti-air flicks, and it's paying off every single time. That is something that I noticed.
That's going to get in Randy Marsh's head really fast, too.
Oh, yeah, that's a preemptive one right there, yeah. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh!
Yeah, or just counter break a heavy linker, right? Because he has been consistent on breaking those. But you know, the first frame break we haven't been seeing, that was a pretty interesting counter breaker attempt, and it worked out. Uses a chunk for offense. A lot of chunks left.
He's trying to
shadow counter, no. Definitely need to get a wall out. And there's the chunks are all.
Oh, just not enough. Yeah, man. So unlike a lot of other characters, that third hit, I mean, the hits are going by as Rash is traveling.
Yeah, it's more like Sadiras or Orchids than it is Jagos or Fulgors. Gonna get a couple chunks here. Gonna leave him in a pretty good position.
So again, it's an inexperienced player. If you're having trouble getting in, just doing a shadow one over there where they can't shadow counter it unless they absolutely know the distance.
It's Rash who needs to deliver a smothering offense, but it's Mr. J who's delivering that offense with Aganos. He is really smothering Randy Marsh right now. Randy Marsh is not keeping meter around for the reversal. He's spending it on other things, so he can't get himself out.
That wall's almost down.
Good flick after the wrecking ball.
Oh, he didn't want to toss him over there.
Oh, jeez. That was a call out.
All right, what's the mix-up?
No mix-up.
There.
That looks silly.
That looks so good.
Yeah,
no.
okay. One hit away. It's going to be
that's
chip
it,
damage.
that's
It is.
Yeah.
Mr. J takes it.
I didn't know that his wax do chip damage.
So we just got an Aganos / Sadira in top 8, I think. That's cool.
This is an incredible top 8 so far.
So far, yeah.
Wow.